I show you this not to impress you, but to impress upon you what is possible if you follow a very simple 4-tier business structure that I created and want to share with you today. How many of you have already taken advantage of How to Succeed in Design? I created this lecture series because I am often asked, how did you get to be so successful? And believe me, I'm very flattered by this question each and every time I'm asked. In fact, I was just featured on the Joan Rivers show, How'd You Get to Be So Rich? So how did I get to be so successful? The answer to that question is a very simple formula that I'm going to share with you today. I'm going to tell you exactly how I did it and how you can do it too. But before I reveal the formula, let's list a few of the keys to a successful business. What does it take to be successful? What are the secrets? Believe me, there is a recipe, and I'm going to list them for you and then dissect each one of them as we journey forward in this short seminar. The first key is why. Why you are in business above all others. Why should your business exist when others do not? What is special about your business that others in your industry don't have? I always say, if your why is strong enough, you will find the how. Number 2, structure. You must have structures in place. I created a 4-tier business model that we will cover in a few minutes, as well as a strong set of systems as structures. Number 3, you must know your target market. Number 4, you must have a strong message, a 30-second message, as well as a mission and vision statement to follow. Key point number 5, you must have mediums that you are using effectively. Number 6, you need to have a plan, a blueprint, a 1-year plan, a 2-year plan, and a 5-year plan. And number 7, finally, you need a scoreboard, a system of checking your results. Are you with me so far? Good. Let's dive in now that you have some of the keys to success. I'm going to start by asking you what business you are in. So, what business are you in? I've heard all sorts of answers, from design to lifestyle consultant to luxury living expert. And all these are great answers, but they will not help you succeed in business. Some of you may be offended by what I'm about to say, but stay with me. I would like to suggest a new model through which to see your business that I believe will change how you do business forever. What if you were to consider that you are in the marketing business and design is your product? It's a different way to view your business, but I invite you to try it on for a while and see what happens to your bottom line. I make millions of dollars a year, and it's because I was able to shift my view of my business. I still love designing. I still do everything I did, but with a different focus and a different outcome. All of my systems for my business changed with this shift. By the way, we are going to discuss systems later on in this program. So here's how I did it. First, I modeled big business. I began to see that there were 4 major tiers in all big businesses, so I decided to break down each tier and custom tailor them to our industry. I'm going to share with you as many bits and pieces from these 4 tiers that I can in our short time together today. So, what are these 4 tiers? And how much time and effort do you spend in each of the 4 tiers? The first of the 4 tiers I call operation. The second tier, production. The third tier, marketing. And finally, the 4th tier, expansion. Most of you spend over 55% of your time, effort, and money in the first tier, operation. 35% of your time, effort, and money in the second tier, production, which leaves you spending little more than 5% in the remaining 2 tiers, marketing and expansion. What I would like to suggest to you is that you reverse these numbers, and I'd like you to spend 10% of your time, effort, and money in operations, 10% in production, and 65% of your time, effort, and money in marketing, leaving 15% of your time, effort, and money spent in expansion. Can you see why I say we are in the marketing business and that design is your product? Again, see this as a model. It doesn't have to be the truth, but it does work as a business model for your success. Your big question right now should be, well, how do I do that? How can I work more on my business instead of in my business? How many of you feel swamped sometimes in paperwork, or even worse, spend days, sometimes even weeks, shopping each project? Well, using my 4-tier model allows you to create systems for all areas of your business in a whole new way. What are systems? Here's how I define a system. A system is a repeatable business practice, a blueprint that yields the exact same result each and every time. Systems are the reason franchises succeed and independent entrepreneurs fail. Okay, so we're not a franchise. That doesn't mean you can't do business like one. I want you to model their reasons for their success. But where to start, you might ask? Because it can look very overwhelming, I'm sure. Let's start with the first of my 4 tiers. The first tier is operation. Simply stated, the day-to-day activities of the business. But it actually includes much more. It is the cornerstone of your business. The first key, as you might recall, to success that we listed earlier was why. And that is the why you are in business. What is the purpose of your design firm? So why did you start your design firm? Why should your firm exist above all others? Most people start a design business because they like designing. It's great to love what you do, but it's not enough of a reason to start a business. Or they think they have talent. Again, talent is a great thing to have, but it is not enough to secure your success. If you're not making hundreds of thousands of dollars or even millions or more, then you're not reaching your full potential. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and your share of the pie needs to increase. What sets your business apart from all others? What special gift or knowledge or connection do you have that no other designer has? Why does your business exist? What is your USP? Your unique selling proposition. So, what is a USP? It is what sets you apart from all others. I'm going to use a few headlines to show you examples of strong USPs. Here they are, so listen carefully. Number 1, I make palace interiors affordable on any budget. Example number 2, your home designed and installed in 7 days. Example number 3, increase the value of your home by 20% in 5 easy steps. Example number 4, use what you have interiors. Example number 5, don't be afraid of color. Example number 6, smart design for the blind. Can you hear a common thread that weaves in and out of each of those statements? The common thread is a problem. Each of those statements has an implied problem. Let's look at each one separately. Number 1, I make palace interiors affordable on any budget. So what is the implied problem? The implied problem is affordability. Number 2, your home designed and installed in 7 days. What is the implied problem? Well, it's time, of course. Number 3, increase the value of your home by 20% in 5 easy steps. Again, the problem is the value of your home needing to be increased and the simplicity of doing such. Number 4, use what you have interiors. The problem is perhaps you have existing items that you don't want to part with, or you simply can't afford new furnishings. Number 5, don't be afraid of color. Well, now that's very easy. The implied problem is wanting color, but not knowing how to use color effectively. Number 6, smart design for the blind. Well, of course, being blind is the problem. So, look for problems in our industry and start listening for them. Which ones do you want to solve? What are you good at? What can set you apart from all others in solving these problems? This is the magic formula to wealth. So listen carefully. Solve other people's problems. That is your why, the why you are in business. The perfect example of this is fast food. When women entered the workforce outside of the home, suddenly no one was around to do the food shopping, the preparation of the meals, and to clean up afterwards. This was a problem. A new problem that didn't exist before. A few smart thinkers saw the problem and solved the problem, and instantly fast food chains began to spring up all around us. And I think we all know how successful the owners of those fast food chains are today.